people, so this video is going to be like my experience, obviously during COVID, also the pain and everything like that. I'm only adding COVID into it just because obviously this thing's happening if you're like nervous or stuff like that, but whatever. So this is going to be about my piercing, which is a conch piercing. I think that's how I said it. I think that's how I said it. I think that's how she said it as well. Anyway, I got it pierced. I will zoom in it. I would zoom in it, but it's still a little bit bleedy. I used to bleed a lot, and I'm not long got this. I got this done been like 2 hours now. If you saw my vlog, you would have seen the whole story and stuff, how I bleed a lot, and I didn't want to scrub at it. Yeah, because usually when I get home, it's usually been in a while before I like clean it, because I'm out shopping and stuff. But anyway, I pretty much went straight home. Anyway, off the topic, let's just get... So first what I'll do is I'll mention the COVID and the situation and stuff, and then, well, the procedures, should I say, the situation. What am I talking about? But the procedures and stuff, and then I'll talk about, pain and stuff of the person. So first off, this is a place which kind of got shamed, basically. It was a time where everything was closed and everything was slowly opening, and Abacus kind of opened earlier than normal. They were just annoyed overall. Basically, they were just pissed off that pubs were allowed open but tattoo places weren't, which kind of makes sense, because unless you're in a crack den or a tattoo parlour or whatever, most of the time it's going to be more clean than a pub. But anyway, basically they opened early and people complained, and they were kind of forced to shut. Well, not forced to shut, as in forced to shut, but pressured to shut. So they ended up being pressured to shut, but they weren't happy about it. They got the staff, the training certificates and stuff, going through courses. Obviously they thought that would have been enough, and no one would be complaining. But you know what people are like with stuff like that. If you've got a business and you're going to open early, you have to sort of do it so it's word of mouth to stop idiots from noticing, if that makes any sense. When I say idiots, I mean people from complaining. But anyway, that wasn't the only business that tried opening early anyway. But yeah, so basically, with the tattoos and everything, it has to be appointments only. I think they used to do walk-ins, depending if it was if there were any spaces for walk-ins. But yeah, I got all my tattoos from there, and then all my piercings, apart from my belly button piercing, which was my earlobes, apart from my belly button piercing and my earlobe piercings as well. But anyway, so as I was saying, you have to make an appointment now for consultations, everything like that. Piercings, you can still walk in. They only say is make sure it's only you that's going in, so you can't bring your friend if they're not going to get a piercing, if that makes any sense. They have to wait outside. So you go in and everything. The setup's kind of the same, apart from they've literally obviously they've got hand sanitizers, and then they've got a sign basically saying not to just go through, which you wouldn't anyway. But that door it's like a door flappy thing that leads you to the room where they pierce you, and then down to the bottom where they tattoo you. But anyway, they were don't come in. But I don't think anyone's coming in anyway. You would just walk in. Well, I guess you might do if no one's at reception, but usually you just stay, at reception. Anyway, paid for my piercing again. She asked for my ID, even though I had a mask on. But I think generally they have to just put it down on record, if that makes any sense. I think she was just looking for my age on there, not necessarily matching it up, if that makes any sense. But I think they have to just have it down for records and stuff, not like a shop, if that makes any sense, because obviously shop you buying stuff this you get, and you kind of modify your body. But anyway, you still have to sign the sheet that you have, which you have to put your name, address, and everything like that. Which you had to do before anyway, anytime you got a piercing or tattoo, and then put down what type of piercing, and that sort of stuff. And then I had to sit down and wait in the waiting room while the woman that was piercing me was getting ready and stuff. So in the piercing room, I think what's changed, apart from the fact that the woman's wearing a face mask, is Before, I don't think they had a plastic cover on the seat. I think it was just like a normal, like, you know, like a surgical bed. Not surgical. How do I? You know, like a dentist chair, that sort of thing, but it's like fully laid down, if that makes any sense. I'm probably babbling on. I don't think, bear in mind, I've not had a piercing in ages. I don't recall them having like a plastic thing around it, plastic thing on it. So I don't know if that's added because of COVID. I have no idea. But other than that, it was fine. Like, I didn't see any things that were breaking and stuff. She was like using clean needles, like they've always done and that sort of thing. So basically, I said the only difference is you have to, like, any tattoo inquiries and stuff you have to book. Piercings, I said, if you're only allowed to go in the building if you're actually getting a piercing, so you can't bring friends there for moral support. You have to just man up and get the piercing. But yeah, so that was all good. I wasn't really worried about like, a tattoo or a piercing place, you know, as much as say like a gym or anything like that, just because it's like a surgical environment, if that makes any sense. It's like, it'd be like a doctor's surgery. I won't go stretch to a hospital because I still wouldn't go in a hospital unless I really had to. But you get what I mean? Like, it's that sort of like surgical sort of cleanliness environment, which, you know, which they already had anyway. So on to the actual piercing. So, because I've not had a piercing in ages, they didn't, because before they used to clamp it, and they don't anymore. I don't know if that could just be because of their placement or whatever, and they're not needed to do it. But yeah, she just, you know, she put freeze spray on it, which, I mean, I don't, like, when they put freeze spray, you don't know if it works or not, because it still hurt, but then you think, imagine if she didn't use the freeze spray, it probably hurt. But anyway, so, you know, she got the freeze spray on my ear, and then she made a mark, and then she asked me to look, and I was like, oh, fine, and then she put the needle through, which I couldn't remember how quick they do it, but it's so quick now. But then again, you don't want to really like get slow about it. So she just quickly put the needle in, and then put the jewellery in, and then I was done, and then she gave me my instructional sheet and then a tissue in case I bleed. And when I got home, I noticed like I'd bled a lot. I bleed a lot. Like, the last time I bled a lot was a septum piercing. I don't think my cartilage bled that much, but I remember my septum piercing bled quite a bit, actually. When I did have it, I don't have that anymore. Just because basically I had it up half the time for my job, even though technically I could still wear it down, but I'd rather have it up. And it was pointless because I'd get home, or on the days I wouldn't be working, and I just kept it up. It was just like, you know what, fuck, there's no point, so I just took it out. But yeah, so the pain, I'd probably say 5 out of 10. It was quite painful. I can't remember what my other piercing pain was. So it was kind of throbbing, and then it kind of gradually went down. I mean, it's still hurting now, but it's more of that, like a throbbing pain. That's like that sort of pain. Well, yeah. So that is basically it with my experience at tattoo / piercing place during COVID, and my experience in getting this pierced. But yeah, it's not too painful. Obviously, with piercings, it's just you'll get that initial pain, and then it'll just die down. It's not like, obviously like a tattoo where you're going through pain for like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, or how big the tattoo is. But a piercing is like, if you're worried about pain, just go get it. Literally, just go get it. You know what I mean? It's like the shortest pain ever. Just you know what I mean? It's just go get it. Honestly, it's worth it. But yeah, that is it for this video. So bye, guys.